What is up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. Better yet, y'all know what it is. Spec Club. This is episode 5. I can't believe it's episode 5 already. I'm joined by my guy, Rob Comics 81 and Dark Evolution Comics. We have plenty of other guests for y'all today, but these are the guys we starting off with right now. Rob, this your first appearance on Spec Club. Happy to have you here. How you been, my brother?
I'm good, man. Been a long summer so far. Doing everything copacetic for the summer for the little one. But, just plugging along.
Yes, sir. I know you brought some foreign heat to show us today. I just tell me you you tell me you did, man. Don't
I
let
can
me
go
down.
grab something. I can go grab
Yeah.
something
I know
for
you
you.
always got something that we ain't seen or that we need to see or that a lot of people might not necessarily be aware of. So yeah, it's always good to have you on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all haven't done so already, don't forget to go over to the YouTube channel, hit the like button. We are 769 subscribers. Not the like button. I need y'all to hit the subscribe button. We have 769 subscribers already. We're getting a little bit closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. As y'all can see, we've kind of increased the presence on the video on this channel from one drop a week to 2 drops a week. I know I've missed out on cover picks the last couple of weeks. Don't worry, guys. We're coming back this week for real, for real. I'm not gonna hold y'all a lot to y'all no more. I just been busy with these conventions, vacation, and things of that nature. But we will get the ship. We'll get it back on track. Get the giveaways going and all of that. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I know most of y'all probably off today and chilling, enjoying the holiday. So definitely happy 4th of July to everybody. I'm still kind of feeling the after effects of my hangover from this trip I made to Denver with the Whatnot crew. That was definitely hold on, my camera is not where it needs to be. I don't know what happened since I've been gone, but my camera is not angled right. My camera's not angled right. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. But yeah, guys, we got had an awesome weekend out in Denver. I'm supposed to be having some people that were out there in Denver with me coming through to talk about that a little bit. While I was out in Denver, I was able to pick up this guy from the Whatnot booth. This is the Whatnot mascot. His name is Woody, and this is his first plush toy. This thing was an absolute smash in Denver this weekend. It was one of the first things I noticed when I got to the booth. Generally, the way that works is I will get to the booth normally like the day before the show and kind of see what they have set up. This time I got there like the morning of, as they were getting ready to, kind of start the show. Um, and that I saw them loading this guy into the claw machines. They had like a bunch of claw machines set up to where if you go up to the claw machine, you can scan your app and you get a chance to play and win one of these guys. So it's just not like they were handing these out. And I know I asked, some of the managers and whatnot, could I get some of these to give away on stream? And they would not let me do it. And they don't tell me no about a lot of stuff. They very generous, don't tell me no about nearly anything. But they was not playing with this plush. Um, they were not giving this away. You had to win him from one of their arcade games. They just weren't giving him away. So a lot of people hit me up asking about these. A lot of people hit me up asking about these, and man, pretty high demand on Woody. They did drop a new stash can. If you go there, you scan the app, you go to a vending machine, it drops out one of these stash cans, and it's like any old stash can. You can open it up and hide stuff in it. If you get a stash can and it has what the hell did I do? If you get a stash can and it has one of these gold pens in it, you can actually take this up to the Whatnot desk and redeem it for a prize. And they have some crazy prizes. So I got this stash can in Orlando, and it had one of their arcade tokens in there, and I had no idea that this was like to redeem a prize or anything. So I never turned it in or anything like that, which was crazy. I had no idea these did something, but this coin does have an image of their logo on there, Woody. So he is on that coin, and now he's on the plush. So this guy is starting to become popular. I hope they do like a whatnot Funko Pop of him or something like that. So man, it was an awesome weekend. Um, I just continue to be amazed by these con experiences that whatnot continues to put together. I've never been to a convention since I've been rocking with whatnot. I've never been to a convention and not had fun. So definitely excited. Definitely still a little bit excited about the trip from Denver. But like I said, we'll have some people come through later on and talk about that. Um, just trying to get back to the regular comic book world and not the whatnot centric stuff. What have you guys been seeing? What have you guys been um interested in that's happening in the comic book world? Any news or anything of that nature that I missed out on? Or
Well, I don't know if anybody else seen it, but they released a small little tidbit trailer about the score for Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur from Disney.
oh, they
Raphael
did.
Sadiq doing the opening theme to the show. It's going to be amazing, man. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
So yeah, I'm not gonna play the audio because I don't want us to get knocked.
Yeah,
But guys, this is what Rob is talking about right here. The whole soundtrack. I think like all the music that's gonna be in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Um, Raphael Sadiq is doing everything for that,
but
which
he
is
has
pretty.
no. I was saying he has the girl, this girl Diamond. She's singing it. I can tell you what they're saying, but he was saying that they met at a record store, and the guy the guy to Lawrence Fishburne's left. He bumped into Raphael Sadiq in a record store and said, "Hey, I would love for you to do the score to our cartoon." And he said, "Moon Girl." And he said the moment he said it, he was like, "Of course I will." So Lawrence Fishburne was like, "What? So y'all just did it just like that?" He was like, "Yeah." So now he's in there now putting the mixing board for the opening theme, where it's like it's gonna have that feel of a Disney show. It's gonna be singing, kind of give it a proud family kind of feel to it, where she's singing through half of her problems, dealing with stuff. So it's from the soundtrack I've heard, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna love that.
Yeah, bro, I agree, man. Just that little bit I heard, I was like, man, that's the type of thing that you need to really take a show over the top because people don't realize how important that is, like for a branding of a show to have that music stuck in your head, to have that after you not even when you're not watching the show, you still humming the song or singing the song. I think that's really important to have that to have that facet of the show, down pat. So, man, I think this is gonna be a bigger hit than what people are expecting. I think since it's Moon Girl and it's animated, people are kind of like not paying attention to it or writing it off already. But I think this is going to be a really big hit because if they're paying that much attention to details like music and things of that nature, that means they really put a lot of time and thought into this whole process. And then just the fact that they have Lawrence Fishburne attached to the project as well, that's gonna be huge as well. And they've really been taking their time with this and doing a slow build with this. So I'm really excited for Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, even though it seems like that wouldn't be the type of thing that a grown man would be looking forward to. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah. But my second question, I actually have a question for you, Nine.
What's up?
The Whatnot Publishing. I saw the thumbnail, and I had the question like, is this the Wesley Snipes thing that's in the side of that book?
Yeah. So My man Car Gems bought one of these from me off my auction, but I haven't shipped them out yet because it's the 4th of July, and I kind of wanted to show them off, on the show. But this is the ash can for Whatnot's first 4 books that they're gonna publish. So the here I'm gonna open up the blank since I don't really have to worry about that getting messed up. The other ones are foil, so I don't
Yeah,
want to even take
for
them out of the
fingerprints.
yeah, I don't even want to take them out of the bag and board, but the blanks, you don't really got to worry about them getting messed up. Um, all right, so this is so it's 4 books in here. It's
Hmm.
it is here trying to I don't know if I can get it to show right. Okay, yeah, it's Alpha Betas, Ninja Funk, Quested, and the
Exile.
Exiles. Yeah, the Exile is the Wesley Snipes book. That's gonna give me 1 second, guys. Give me one.
Yeah. So it's no dead space, but yeah, I saw them posting it on the Whatnot live stream in Denver, and they were showing it off, and I was like, "What stories are in there?" Nobody bothered opening it, showing it, and I was
Mm,
like, "What's in there?"
yeah.
So I mean, I know Skeff sold a few. I know Ninth sold one to Guardians, like you
Yeah.
said. And then I watched a couple
So
other people do it too.
all right. And then in the back they have like the cover A's for all of the books, so you can kind of see
Okay,
that the Exile, um, the what is it, Quested, and the Ninja Funk. So the Ninja Funk cover A is a David Mack cover, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get up in there and show it to y'all better. Let's see.
nice.
You can see it a little bit. It's a David Mack cover, and then of course you got the Wesley Snipes book. Um, I'm super excited for Ninja Funk. JP McFly is doing that one, and he showed me some of the preliminaries back in Orlando. He showed me like 1 page of the preliminary, and it looked like really, really, really good. Um, and they do have some of that in the ash can. You kind of see a little bit.
Okay,
But really looking really dope, man. Looking really dope. So just to be able to kind of read these books and get an idea of whatnot is going to be publishing, I think that man is like that makes these books worth buying within themselves because you getting like the first stuff that whatnot is doing as a publishing company.
yeah,
And I don't think there's really a value that you can put on that. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, most ash cans only have 1 book in it, right? But in this one, you're getting 4 different books in it, and one of them is a Wesley Snipes book. Like I know, in our little chat today that people was trying to downplay Wesley Snipes, but if you kind of look at Wesley Snipes' resume, like he's he has it's not like he had like 2 good movies and that's it. Like Wesley has been in a lot of good movies, man. Um, last movie he did was Coming to America too, but of course that came out during COVID, so that went straight to straight to what was it on Netflix or one of those big streaming
I think it's
services or whatever.
Prime.
But yeah, Prime. But that was a big movie. It had a lot of big actors in there, so it wasn't like it was some little run of the mill movie. Of course, when you get as rich as Wesley is, you don't have to do movies, especially at his age. You don't have to do movies every year, you know. And I know he had tax problems before, and he filed for bankruptcies. But rich people problems and poor people money problems is like 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can go broke and still live better than us. We
true.
go broke. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? We
Rock bottom,
like we down bad for real, for real. So you know, um,
Yep.
yeah,
rock
Wesley,
bottom.
but Wesley, I think this whatnot thing. I think it can really be a big boost for his career in a different sense. And don't forget, man, Wesley was like he did one of the first good comic book movies with that original Blade. With that original Blade, he did one of the first good comic book movies. Before that, man, a lot of the comic book movies was, ugh, it was rough. It was rough. So definitely, I'm definitely excited about whatnot publishing, and I know some people will probably say, "Oh man, you just a whatnot drone," but I think it's different when you viewing something from your house every day versus viewing something from being there in person. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's two different things to see people who don't know what whatnot is and them getting excited about the idea or the thought of whatnot. To see them branching out and doing several different types of projects, from the publishing, to them being the app, and I'm pretty sure they'll make more other moves. I honestly see a lane for them also becoming a merch company, because so far anything that they've dropped with their name on it or with their logo on it has been collectible, to a sense, from the tote bags that they do. They got the tote bags. Of course, they got the stash cans. They got the plushes, stickers, things of that nature. They really haven't even dropped any merch, and they already getting a lot of attention in the merchandise game. So, I feel like sky's the limit, for that company. They doing a lot of creative things, and they investing back into the hobby, and that's like one of the number one things that people ask for is to do something different and to invest back into the hobby. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. So Aztec Warrior 25 says, I think whatnot publishing is to push their own IPs out so they don't have to share the rights with anybody else. I mean, that's the idea for any company, right? Is to create your own
Mm-hmm.
IPs, and then kind of push it out to try to push that out. But it's not like they're gonna do whatnot publishing and then the only comics that can be sold on whatnot are whatnot comics. You know what I'm saying? And then I know for sure for one of their books that it's not like these books are only going to be available on whatnot. They're, from my understanding, I could be wrong, they're going to release in comic book stores all around the world. So that opens up opportunities for stores to do store exclusives, and things of that nature. So I mean, it's just creating more content, and it's just creating more content and creating more collectibles for collectors to get excited about. But the thing I look at it is like it's another chance for somebody else to have a company to help put out their dreams. So like if you've been wanting to write a comic, or if you're an artist or something of that nature, there's another company out there that you could probably get some work, you could probably get some work from. So just me thinking in general, me thinking bigger picture, I'm all down for whatnot, making the moves that they're making. So we'll see how it goes though. We'll see how it goes there, man. Time reveals all things. I think it's a good move. I could be wrong. Hopefully, I'm not wrong, but I think it's a good move, man. And I think it's gonna take a lot of people, by surprise. Um, Man, I do have a couple of books that I saw. And some things I saw, it's in regards to comic books that were very interesting to me. Since we haven't did cover picks in a couple of weeks, I haven't got a chance to talk about some of these things. But I do want to show this. Hold on, let me stop showing this screen and go to another screen. Give me 1 second here, guys. I found this interesting. So this is Edge of Spider Verse. I think this might be in the second issue, but this is I think this is the second issue, but it's a Dinosaur Spider-Man. So I don't know, Paul, if you remember that Justice League, that Dino Justice League book that came out a few months ago that we had
Yep.
on cover picture. Yeah. So
Yep.
my guy Mighty Mel V did not like this. He was like, "Oh man, they just do stuff now." But I like it, man. Like I'm here for the craziness, the goofiness, the silliness, because this is the type of stuff that takes off when this is the type of stuff that takes off when people are not. are not expecting it. So I'm like, me personally, like I'm here for it. Other people may not be, but I'm here for it. This is the type of stuff that can really take people by surprise versus doing the same old stuff. So, I hope I hope you guys I hope you guys give it a chance. But what do you think about it, Robin Paul?
Well, I would say with Kevin Feige being the head of basically everything for Marvel, he's sprinkling in some stuff that's going to come to fruition in the universe somehow, one way or the other, whether it's Disney Plus or the movies or what have you. Now, not everything can obviously hit these different shows and these different movies, but when he's at the helm of that, he's got to be giving some direction to a certain extent. So anything weird and off the wall, I mean, what was the recent spec they're finding out for Black Panther? All these different characters are showing up that they didn't expect, like Namora and so forth. So anytime Marvel is adding weird things or a new character, you kind of have to be mindful these days because Kevin Feige's in charge of everything, and he very well may just say, "Guys, this is the direction I want. Come up with some characters," and then eventually they're going to throw those people in there. Because if somebody can latch on, somebody that's new to the comic book industry can latch on to some new character that just now came out, but now they're in the latest movie and so forth. I mean, that's going to be a lot to drag in new people too, as well as people that have been longtime comic book collectors. So, with Kevin in the mix on everything, it's anything goes, honestly. But I agree with Mel. I think the spider dinosaur is kind of stupid, but doesn't matter what I think.
It does. I mean, you're a consumer just like everybody else. If you don't like something, I mean, it's
I
definitely.
mean, yeah. I mean, I no, I get it, but sometimes they just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks too. But the new Spider Verse movies coming out sooner rather than later. Who knows? Maybe they throw them in the background. It could be anything.
Yeah. So, man, like they're really expanding the the Spider Verse, but it. I know they said at the beginning that basically the Spider Verse was going to get killed off at the end of the series. So I don't understand, like, what's the point of, obviously they're trying to get another, obviously they're trying to make money off of the IP, right? But if you're
Hmm.
telling people, oh, we're gonna kill the Spider Verse off the end at the end of this, I guess Spider Rick. So that's gonna be his name, Spider Ricks.
Yeah.
So I don't I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously when they say kill it off, I mean, I don't think they really mean kill it off like as far as killing off characters and things of that nature. I think it might just be like, hey, we're gonna expand the Spider Verse out, and then we're gonna stop expanding it from there. We're gonna kind of put
Yeah.
all of these characters into the mythos, and then from there, we're not gonna keep adding and adding, spider characters. We're gonna kind of work with the characters that are already, established. Because if you
Well,
think about it,
you also have to consider like Sony owns the rights to the movies, right? Not cartoon and TV shows. They can still do Spider TV shows and things. At least the last time I looked at their contract between the two, Marvel could do TV shows, not movies, because Sony owns the rights to the movies. But I mean, if you look at Sony lately, they're just coming up with the dumbest crap in the world. Venom 2 is terrible, in my opinion. Morbius, not fantastic. So as long as Sony is attached, I think they're always going to be pushing to get more movies out because look, Sony keeps making billions of dollars every time a movie comes out with something in the Spider Verse, and that's largely because of Marvel. But I think Sony's confused and they think it's because their movies are great and they really aren't. That's just my opinion. So, you may see some of these characters regardless, just because Sony pushes them, not so much that Marvel pushes them.
Yeah, I mean they could. I don't know, man. I just feel like that's something that they need to get that they need to get worked out
Yeah.
between them and Sony, so that things can be more cohesive. You know that because you know like with Morbius and some of these other movies that came out. Where there's been some of the I haven't really liked any of the MCU projects that just came out over the past year. But
Hmm.
when you do a project and like say for instance with the MCU and it's just okay, I can live with that because they're giving us so much good stuff. But
Yeah.
with Sony, when the bad is outweighing the good, man, that's a major problem for me. And I would like to see and I would like to see and I would just like to see more good Sony projects besides the stuff that Marvel works with them on, like Spider Man. We all know that Marvel works with them on Spider Man. So of course the Spider Man properties are always good because they have Marvel working with they have Marvel working with them hand in hand on it. And I just wish that it seems like for both sides, Sony and Marvel, that it would be smarter for them to condense everything down into one company and do it that way instead of just having the spider titles floating out there
Hmm.
because of ownership things. It seemed like it would be more money working together, but that's just my philosophy for anything in life. I feel like it's more money in working together than working apart. All right, guys, let's see here. We got a guest, got one of our guests coming through. We got my guy Joe, aka Webster's Vault, making his debut here on the Spec Club. I also got my guy Tony, aka Beachside Hobbies, in the building. My guy Taylor, aka Mellow for Press, in the building. These are just a couple of little whatnot sellers that that I rock with. Some of the best dudes around, man. I love these guys. I've kicked it with them a couple of times in Orlando and then again in Denver. And I can tell you that they are some solid dudes, and the best is yet to come from them. Joe, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm doing good, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, the con was
I was
amazing, man. The expo was ridiculous. It was a pretty
yeah,
remarkable weekend.
it was a good weekend. How was your flight back home?
Honestly, it was hot. It was a little tough, but we're back here. We're back in Florida. I'm doing good. Yeah, man, a lot of great content went out this weekend, and a lot of great new books. And yeah, the ash cans and everything are ridiculous. I actually brought some here just in case you need me to show some off as well. And I have the medal of that Homelander. I just brought anything you might have needed to show off that we
Yeah,
were
I
throwing
brought
out.
I was going through some of the books I sold at at the con, some of the whatnot exclusives, and
Yeah.
I made sure to pull those freaking ash cans out. Did you get any of the gold Ninja Funk ash cans?
No, I have the pink and red with the blade, and then yeah, that's I didn't get any of the others.
Yeah, I even hit JP up to see if he had any left over. Since the gold one had the Ninja Funk on the
Yeah.
cover of it. This
Hmm.
one had the quested. The pink is the quested. The red
Yeah.
is the exile, and then the gold is the ninja funk. Then they had the white blank, and then I thought it was one more, or is that all
I
of
th-
them?
no, there's one more. I can't remember what his Jack was actually holding it. I can't remember exactly
Is
what
it
that
blue?
one.
Is it blue for what's the name of that book? Let's see, it's Exile,
I
Ninja
think it was
Funk,
a silver, and I
Quested.
think it was actually a different cover as well. I don't think it was actually
Yeah,
even the
because
same
each
cover.
one of them had a different book
Yeah.
on the cover. So yeah, pretty dope. Man, we got another first appearance tonight. Welcome
Yo,
my guy
yo,
Taylor, aka Mello for Prez, to the
what's good?
building. How you doing tonight, brother?
Good. How's everybody doing, man? It's a good show so far. I love the Spider-Verse step in right here.
Yeah, man, we missed you at Fan Expo Denver, by the way.
You're telling me, man. That was hard to sit there and watch y'all having so much fun.
Man, I was going through that same FOMO when I was on my cruise and everybody was in Dallas, especially since Dallas is my home city. But they also dropped these this weekend, guys. The Grim trade dress and Virgin. I didn't get many of these to sell. But man, the ones that I did sell, they took off pretty good.
Ninth, you show off that medal yet, brother? You need to show off that medal.
Man,
That's Tyler Kirkland medal.
I forgot about that book, man. Man, I only got one of these, but sweet Lord, sorry, man, it's hard to show this off
Sir.
Because of that reflection, but dope book.
That is
right
ridiculous.
Here,
yeah, that medal is ridiculous, man. The quality on that is outstanding.
Yeah, I'm a cry a little bit when I got to ship this off to the owner, man. I'm gonna cry a little bit because that's crazy, man. Only 75 of those made, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, and what I always like to tell people when you think about these low print run books, just think they got to give out comps to the artists, things of that nature. A lot of time the publisher. It might be like joint deals with a publisher, got to get some. So it's fewer of these to go around than what people really even think about or probably expect. Damages happen. So, it's a print run is a crazy thing, man.
Especially with those foils, those foils. The story behind those foils is ridiculous. I believe it was 150 print, and 50 of them ended up getting destroyed.
Since we're on that Spider-Verse right here, we'll check out a little present I got from Beachside over here. Y'all can see that pretty good. I see.
Hold on, let me put you on the big screen. I think it's kind of fading into your
little
green screen though.
Yeah, also with that computer reflection though. But that Spider-Verse #1, Webb, you got yours still, that Walmart variant of this, right?
Yeah, I have the first. Yeah, it's the Walmart variant, which is the first cover of Spider-Zero, and this book alone is the first appearance of Spider-Zero. So the Walmart variant is the double banger with the first cover, but this one right here is ridiculous. I love that.
Well? I love that Walmart. I love that Walmart variant. I feel like that book is slept on.
Is that 9.8, Mello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Beach has only got the 9.8s.
Well, Mello's got the 9.8s now, I guess.
Yeah.
This book also dropped this weekend, and this was a surprise banger as well. The Garrett Gunn, Good Boy, #1.
Oh,
foil.
yes. Garrett Gunn was doing a great show on there too.
These came out so good on this. Like, look how the colors reflect all over the place, man. These came out so good. The print quality on these were very, very good, man. So another great job by Garrett Gunn.
It's very reminiscent of the one he dropped a few weeks ago. They're very similar in the foil style, the Little Red Ronins. I actually think Mello has one of those, but Garrett Gunn's been dropping some fire, and he has a lot of great things ahead of him. Planned for the Little Red Ronin universe, actually. He's told us a lot of things. We can't really say much on stream, especially because I don't want to give anything away that Gary will be mad at me about. But yeah, the breakdown was absolutely amazing. So big things to come in the Little Red Ronin universe, and Gary Gunn's doing an absolutely amazing job.
This double medal you were talking about right here, that Little Red Ronin book preview. This double medal feels really nice. I'm pretty sure didn't Hive say that they were like the only other ones that did a double medal?
I don't know. I think actually that is the only double medal right now. And then they're the only ones who have done the acrylic. So I think that actually is the only double medal cover book out there with Garrett Gunn.
What's that other exclusive you got with them? Is that the Mastermind?
I don't know. That must have been Ninth I got that, because I don't know if I had that.
What was that?
The Mastermind. Y'all show that in a second. This
Is it what is that one called? The
It's,
Hive just did that exclusive. That acrylic that was at the Denver.
Acrylic,
mindset. The mindset ones.
Mindset.
Yeah, the
Mindset.
mindset number
mindset
one.
ones.
Uh
I
oh,
don't
we
have
got
the
that.
acrylic
We
on me
got my
right now, but I
guy
do have the
Beast.
foil. But yeah,
Beachside Hobbies in the house. We don't got the whole Beachside crew in here, man.
Oh,
My guy Tony
the squad.
making
the
his
whole
first
countdown
appearance on
crew
the
is
show.
here, baby. The whole countdown
Damn.
crew is here. Let's go, guys.
The countdown crew. All right, let me show this book off right quick. My brothers from Hive Comics blessed me with one of these. The
That's the
Acrylic
Yes, sir.
Mindset number one. Dope book right here. Let me take this out the. Let me take this.
No,
out
the quality on this is ridiculous. This is the second ever acrylic cover. The first was the canceled number one by Hive, the Hive exclusive. This is the second ever acrylic cover right here.
Yeah. So the dope thing about this is it's not like they just put a piece of acrylic over a comic book. The young lady on the cover she's on the outside of the acrylic. You can feel, you can see where they kind of, where she's die cut from that. And then everything else is behind the acrylic. I think that's how they told me it worked. Yeah. So everything else is behind the acrylic, and she's in front of it. So it adds like a layer of depth to it. So pretty dope stuff right here, man. I was happy to get this book from Hive. This was a complete surprise too, man. So crazy book right here, man. Crazy book. This is a Whatnot and Hive exclusive right here. So Mindset number one by Vault. Pretty dope stuff, man.
What was the print on that, Joe? Pretty low, like 50.
I believe the print on the acrylics is 50. The print on the foils is 300, and then I don't remember on the trade dress, but yeah, it's pretty darn exclusive right there.
Yeah, cool book. Cool book to hold.
I didn't even see Beach in here. I didn't even know he was in here. Let's go.
What up, dude?
Yes, sir.
It has a foreign feel to it. Looking at all this acrylic and metal.
It has a lot of depth. If you guys have ever seen any of the acrylics, it looks a certain way on stream, but then when you get it, the texture and the depth is out of this world. It's ridiculous. But the acrylic prints it's something completely new. Hive is doing that completely right. And I mean, once you guys see these types of covers in person, it's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, it almost looks like has like a 3D effect to it.
Yeah,
because
it's like almost like a foil like switch kind of like hieroglyphic type of like feeling to it. That mindset cover.
Yes,
the
sir.
cancel cover was sick to hold. I mean, that thing had some sweet texture on that.
They might have something like innovative, like completely new with that acrylic. The acrylic is ridiculous, and they have more stuff that are even like crazier than the acrylics coming here soon. So we're gonna see what they have to throw out here.
Talk about some crazy stuff lately. Ninth dropped that 8 billion genies, and then I was in Mighty Mel's stream last night, and he dropped that 8 billion genies Mario homage. It was a deal too. He had up in the button. Didn't you drop a 8 billion genie, the Mario homage? Didn't you drop that?
Yeah, I did. So I dropped the T-Fall 8 billion genies, limited to 500. I dropped a couple of these. I dropped one unsigned. And then I'll drop one that was actually signed by the artist as well.
Chat slept on some of those, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, they did, man. Whoever bought those got blessed because 8 billion genies is going crazy.
I think you were the first seller to drop the ash cans too, weren't you?
The ash can?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were.
Nuh-uh, because JP dropped some the night before on the reveal stream. Yeah. Hold on, let me find one of them 8 billion genies.
Yeah, the 8 billion genies is number 2 on the hot 10 right now. I'm looking.
Oh.
Y'all see what else? I mean, if we're gonna talk about some of those Homelander covers, that Del Auto one. I mean, I've never been one to sleep on Del Auto. I caught that Lethal Protector variant, also what Wicked Gator did, and that Del Auto variant with that Homelander one's pretty sweet.
I do like it. I'm looking at it now.
Says it's going, what, 40?
It's a metal version of it.
Yeah, what I got that Matina one over here. I know you guys got the Virgin, right? I got the trade over here. I went and got that puppy signed.
Oh yeah,
And,
Martina, yeah.
in Dallas, man, that was much worth it, chat. If you haven't gotten around to this one,
9 picks him up.
Yeah, I actually got that Witness with CBCS with Martina. I got 9.8 at that baby.
Man, I can't find my I can't find
that
my
Siggy is ridiculous.
I can't find my 8 billion jeans, but I did forget about this. Something that I had done at the con. Let me blow it up right quick.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yes. You posted this and it was absolutely amazing.
Oh
this
my gosh.
That is it. That's the pinnacle right there, baby. That's an amazing cover. That's an amazing sketch right there.
The only thing I wish I would have did was have him either have her blowing a bubble or her shipping on a milkshake or something like that. But it's a head sketch, so I didn't want to ask for a whole lot. Plus, Tony was super, super nice, and his mom was super nice as well. And his mom was pretty cool as well.
That was what's
and
up.
So the story behind that is, so I was talking to him and his mom or whatever, and I was just kind of asking. I was doing basically like an impromptu interview with Tony, just kind of like me, talking to Tony about some different things. Like I was asking him what was his first published artwork, which I'm gonna reveal that in a second. But I was asking, who did he get his talent to draw from? Was that more of a mom thing, or was that more of a dad thing? And then he was like, well, Mom, why don't you show him your drawing skills? And then she was like, all right, I'm going to draw you a frog. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking, Mom's about to show me she just as nice as Tony. She about to boom, boom, hook it up. And then boom, that's what I got. So I was like, okay. But, man, very, very nice people, man. Very nice people. Tony Fleets and his mom. Very nice people, man. He killed this sketch for me. It's grayscale. Just man, he destroyed this, man. Very, very nice. And man, if y'all ever see Tony Fleeks at a con, I would strongly suggest getting him to do a sketch for you because his prices ain't crazy compared to some of the other artists out there. Not that I'm saying that artists is charging too much, because most of the artists, they charge about what they should be charging for their work. It's just like some artists like Ron Otley, I think for a head sketch charges $400, and that man, I can't drop $400 on the head sketch. But
on a head sketch that takes 10 minutes.
I think Tony Fleeks does a way better head sketch than Ryan Otley. So I think certain artists do certain things better, right? So it's like, why would I pay $400 from one artist if I know another artist is going to do just as good of a head sketch for a better price, especially if I want it if I'm more invested into the character than I am into just the artists themselves. But naturally you want both of those things to align. But Tony Fleeks had only did one other Gwenpool cover for West Coast Avengers. It was like a 1-in-25. So, but I didn't bring none of my blanks with me. If I would have brought some of my blanks with me, I would have had him do like a Riri or a Miles. But
they're selling blanks for
Riri.
Yeah, because I got a dope idea for a Riri cover that I'm gonna get done. I got to remember to bring the book I wanted done on to my next.
Hey, speaking of blanks, me and Sketch God, we're talking about doing a segment on getting commissions done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed a couple when I got off screen, and I got a couple done. Sometimes commissions aren't really, hard to come by. This one cost me $40.
Love
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
This one's done by Gorkum Demir. He's a Turkish artist. This one glows in the dark. You can see the little things around her hand.
Jeez.
Hey, those foreign artists kill it, man. They got like a whole ride of them with that Artist Alleys. They got like 20, 30 artists and international artists. Man.
Yeah, I love that Nubia, man. I love that Nubia that you I seen that one before. Damn, who did that?
Wow.
Same guy.
Oh, let me blow you up. Hold on, let me blow you up right quick. Oh, that did not come out. I did not say that right. Let me put you on the big. Let me put you on the big screen, bro. Let me put you on the big screen. Oh man,
Same person.
That's awesome.
He did this one too. Omar Dugan. He's on Facebook. He did a lot of the Street Fighter art for those swimsuit issues. This one's done by Fuller Richardson.
Like that.
Man,
I love that.
How long have you had that one by Fu?
By
2017. This is the same year they put out that Black Panther the Black Panther series with World of Wakanda.
That's crazy.
This one's done by a local artist in Seattle.
Hey, Code Red Notes was up.
That's an homage to
the 204.
Yeah, first appearance of Nubia. Yeah.
Now I showed this one before on my Whatnot stream. This is done Captain America with the bleeding flags, 4th of July.
Wow,
you can see the chrome on that. But that's not the kicker with this one though, right?
If you get that autographed by Chris Evans or Sebastian Stan, that's gonna be a monster.
Yeah. That's
gonna be a monster.
Now this guy's name is Carlos Caballero, and he did these. The Black Panther and the Wonder Woman.
Man.
And in the like of Shuri.
Yeah, you killed that.
Oh, okay.
Who did that Shuri?
Oh, that one.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's nice.
Wow.
Hurdy.
I've
been loving these Street Fighters, man.
Yeah, these
What's going on right now? Code Red went lying. Any of y'all know that Scott Blair art, dude? Anybody check him out?
Yes.
That football coming out?
Yeah, I wanted that Mary Jane he did, Faith and Tiger. You hit the jackpot. He had that at the, I think it was Dallas Con, and that was gorgeous.
Yeah, man.
But the one I really wanted to get to, Sabine Rich, she's going to be at CGC.
Oh,
she did this one for me in 2016.
Wow.
Damn. That's a nice Michonne cover, man.
Then shout out to Neil Jones. Been riding with him for a minute. Just so you know, this is the first Daredevil Electro.
Yeah.
He did this 2016.
Oh, man.
Things still look good.
Hey, that's the first right there.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite one so far. This is the Aaliyah homage.
I love these covers, man.
That's nice, yeah.
It gets
worse.
Code Red
itching in chat right now.
It gets worse. Now, Jose Baris, he's a Miami native.
Ooh, like Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
you can see the color. You can see the color.
That Carol Danvers cover is ridiculous.
It's like, yeah.
Now this one. Now the story with this one is that I found this in a comic shop in Miami when I was on vacation, and it was uncolored. I reached out to him. He was like, "I've been dying to color that one," so he did this for free.
Wow!
Wow!
And then on top of that, just because I felt bad, I said, "You know what? I had to pay you for one." This is in Beyonce's likeness.
Ooh. Look at that, man. That is just. Look at how the light shines on her. That's gorgeous, man.
Now I'm a foreign guy
right now.
Yeah, I'm a foreign guy, right? If you don't like the variants you see, I just say go get your own, right?
Yeah.
I found a guy in Mexico. Now this is the back of the cover, right?
Yeah. Ooh,
let's go.
Foot fetish cover.
Yeah. I like how
you a wild boy, Rob. You a wild
Never go
boy.
wrong with those She-Hulk bikini covers.
My man. Yo, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal your idea for a store exclusive.
This is like some genius stuff,
It's one of those things. One of those things I laugh about when I get things done. I said, if I don't like the variants I see, I'll just go ahead and just find me a nice artist and just be like, all right, let's go. Got
Yeah,
that
man.
done.
I love getting custom commissions done on cover. That's something like just going to the cons has really opened my eyes up on. Just seeing like some of these artists work in person and seeing some of the stuff that they have some of the stuff that they had to offer. Man, is Paul. I know you got to have some commissions over there, man.
I don't have a single commission.
What?
No.
That's crazy. I know you got some autographs though.
I got autographs coming out of my ears, but what ape? I meant to ask you earlier. What 8 billion genius were you looking for that you didn't find?
The Super Mario. I know you got one.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How many of them did you get?
2.
That's the stuff,
2.
man.
And then I also got the pack from them. So I got this one, which is hot right now too. This is going for like $100.
I was gonna say the Mario one was like 100, right? 120.
Yeah, it's about 100. This one, this one slept on, man. This one slept on.
The cat variant, yeah. I seen that.
This cat
that was
variant,
on Key Collector.
Yeah, it has a feel to it. It's bumped up, like you can feel the cat. It's weird.
Oh,
it's really
like
weird.
kind of like an emboss, but is it actually like a fuzz?
It's not.
There's like that layered.
I haven't popped it out, but I will.
No way.
I think what it is I think what they did was they dusted it because the cat actually shines a little. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, they dusted it, so it's not furry. I don't know if you can see the sparkles.
No, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
slept on. The glitter cat variant.
Yeah, it's really nuts. And I think these are going for around 60 or 70, but it's totally a cool cover. I really like it.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
That was really
I like
cool.
the texture of it. I can definitely tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I see 90, 112, 109. You got about a $300 stack right there.
Oh, they went up then. They went up.
Yeah. Does it feel like grip tape, like a skateboard grip tape?
Yeah, yes. That's what I was kind of imagining.
That's exactly what it is. That's a great.
Feel.
Yep, that's a great point. That's exactly what it is. Yep.
Dude, that's sick. I want that.
And then, of course, now that 9th has me up on the big screen. There you go, guys.
Yeah, that's a 500 copy print right there.
Yep.
God, oh man, that's so cool. Love that cover. Hey, 9th.
That's an amazing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love that.
Why don't we talk about that cover C, my man?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I forgot about that.
Let's talk about it, bro.
Hold on.
Now on the 8 billion genius,
hey, wait, why don't we make
a cover on image on our triplets? I'm sorry, but
or like we even like just like put them all up and let's just group vote which one we all like the best.
Okay, yeah, let's do that
up too if you want.
Let's do that. We got some guys with good eyes for art on the show right now. So this
I was gonna say James in chat is talking about that blank sketch.
Ooh.
I see you on that. I can see that.
Yeah, so that's a great spec right there, James. Which after let's do the Scarlet Witch, John Tyler Christopher's. Let's have that conversation first, and then I'm gonna come back to some speculation on blank covers and getting commissions done. So all right, guys. So when did these drop? These drop Friday?
Thursday was a private sale, and then Friday was the public.
Okay, so Friday was the public release for the John Tyler Christopher Scarlet Witch Negative Space. Around the same time last year, he came out with the Rogue Negative Space cover. So the Rogue only had one cover though. So for this release, he did 3 separate covers. All of them are supposed to be negative space. But some of them are a little bit more negative space than the others.
Mm-hmm.
So here goes cover A.
Thank you.
And the thing about this one is, I think it's a nice cover. It got that classic Scarlet Witch look. But she's fully clothed in this one. Everything is is covered up. It's still a nice cover. We're not gonna sleep on that. And he sold out day one, by the way, guys. He sold out day one.
First 30 minutes.
Yeah. So then we go to cover the second cover, which is this is the I don't know what to call this one, but she looked like a gypsy or something on this one. And this one got a lot of skin showing.
Yeah.
This one has a lot of skin showing.
Yeah.
But it's still not that classic Scarlet Witch look, which is why I wasn't too hot on this one.
No, I agree. This is a little bit different.
Yeah. Is this even like a Scarlet Witch of the past, like in a story? Or is this just a
Man, I don't know. Rob or Paul would probably know better than I would, but
here's Beach blowing me up on this spec right here. I don't, you probably can't see that, but he's like, "Yo, get your ass on this right now." Oh, look at all this text right here. He's like explaining it out to me. I'm like, "Yo, I slept on that one, man."
So then we got the C, and when we were at a bar in Denver, and I told Tony and Joe, I said, "Get the C." I wouldn't even spend my money on the other one. Get the C.
I just wanted to say this just because this was legitimately, we were sitting there deciding which cover was going to be the banger, which one was going to be the hit. And Ninth is out here. He goes, "Yo, it's going to be the C." As soon as it drops, we try to add X amount to the cart. It's limited to 1 until you have to keep jumping back in. You have to keep jumping back in. The cover C sold out in like 10, 15 minutes. It was ridiculous. So Ninth, that was a hell of a hit.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a hit right there, brother.
Good stamp.
Yeah, because if you look at it, okay, you're showing a little skin, but not too much. She got the classic Scarlet Witch look, and she got the pink tights on.
And look at all that negative.
Yeah, and look at all that negative, man. Like that negative bleeds in perfectly, you know. So I think this one sold out the fastest. So obviously this is the one that people wanted the most. But I just think that by far that's gonna be the one.
You know what was weird though about ordering this was that they did that good quality this time.
I just noticed that.
The good it's supposed to be lesser than the near mint or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the good quality is near mint minus the near mint. So I'm guessing maybe that the good qualities will probably need a press or something like that in order for them to, be a high, for them to be a high grade copy. So that's my speculation on that. But man, look. I most of the time I get my covers right. Sometimes I don't nail down covers right. But this one, like I didn't even really have to think about it. I already kind of knew that this was going to be the one. Paul, did you pick any of these up?
I didn't, and I'm extremely pissed at myself. You're 200% right. You're 200% right. That C. I mean, obviously, in retrospect, we can say C is the one, but. No, just looking at it from my artist's eye and shit, that C is the one, 100%. It's not even close to the other two at all.
That's nice.
No worries, brother. If they fulfill all my orders that I did, I'll definitely shoot one your way when I see you at C2E2.
Yeah, I'll be there, man. I'll be there.
Yo, Mojo over there. Nerds love skin, man.
This
and not in this instance though, not in this one.
This one, dang, what was I gonna say? Rob, did you get any of these?
I didn't. I was getting ready to, and I was like, I got the negative space, but I know down the line it might drop a little bit, maybe, hopefully, and I get a cover C. Because I mean, after the whole debacle with Repop with that J. Scott Campbell negative space rogue, I was like, I'm burnt out on the whole negative space thing. So I was like, I passed on this one, but I was like, if it catches my eye later on, I'll definitely grab one.
Yeah, that was Repop that dropped that J. Scott Campbell rogue.
Yeah,
but JTC, this was off of his own website, so I think this one will be a better release, just based on the fact that they had like high quality copies, and then they had the good quality. Shows me they already went through. They looked at what they did, and the condition that the books were in. So they did their due diligence. And only time I seen, honestly, with these artist releases, it seems like if it comes straight off of their website, like you probably won't have that many problems. It's like when you get those, like because the John Tyler Christopher, the Star Wars that he did, the Luke with the orange background, Repop was involved with that one too, and a lot of those was jacked up. So and then the print runs, you feel like the print runs don't be right. So I think that I think this one will be good because it's coming straight out for the artist site, and I feel like they take it a little bit more serious than a lot of the bigger companies do, because the bigger companies just look at, well, how much money can we make off of this?
It's a beautiful cover. I'm not even going to sit here and say that it's not. Even I considered getting, I was like, I'll get 2. That's my gamble. I always get 2. But in this case, I was like, I love the classic uniform. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably grab that. But, me dealing with the Italian stuff, I was like, man, if they would have did this with the leather feel on the cover, or a felt where the cloak is or where her garment is, I think that would have been like that added touch. But that's just me looking at it.
Yeah, but see, man, them foreigns, they get you spoiled because the quality of some of those projects they be doing over there are so much higher than what we're used to getting here in America. We just used to getting covers printed on cheap paper, and
I pulled this out.
Like when we get a metal or a foil, we start freaking out, But the foreign stuff, man, out of this world, man. Out of this world stuff. We got the girl Latasha Bundy in the house, man. The queen of the sharks, man. The queen of the sharks right here. It's a bad lady, man. When it comes to comic book collecting and speculating, man, she's a beast. So one thing I did want to touch on was a little bit, because I know we go to a lot of cons, and I know me and Beachside was talking, and he was saying that he always tries to get books signed and things of that nature. But my eyes are kind of opening up to getting to speculate more so on up and coming artists and getting them to do work for you while they still working at a cheap rate, versus trying to get work from an artist that's already charging a lot. Another thing to speculate on is go and look and see which artists sign for free and which artists charge to get to sign. I will tell you this: the artists who are considered some of the best will sign for free, and a lot of the middle of the road artists will charge you 10, 15, 20 bucks for a SIG.
Yep.
So
Jenny Frizen signs for free.
Jenny Frizen signs for free.
Yeah.
Jeff DeCall signs for free.
Stephanie Phillips signs for free.
David Mack signs for free.
Garrett Gunn.
Garrett Gunn,
man. He did so much, man. He's
heavily,
cool, man.
Yeah,
Garrett Gunn's getting on whatnot.
I love that guy.
Brian Stelfreeze is free. Adam Hughes is $5 per book. After 10, he charges 10. He ups it. Frank Cho's $10 now.
Matina is free up until a certain point.
It was 5.
Francisco Matina. Yeah, I believe it's 5.
Yo, Arthur Soydom, who does the Marvel Zombies, $20.
That is a problem. He charges a lot. Yeah, per signature.
And then he said you can buy one product and I'll go 1 for 1 on signature. So I grabbed a book I would have found, in a bin at an LCS, and he's like $40 for that one. Like, whew.
What y'all think about the Javon work? I know Marat signed for free. Javon will charge for a signature, but he says it's worth. He got the COA on it and everything. This was the 18 of 25 on the Dead Presidents right here, the foil.
Your OBS is blurring it. There we go.
Oh, is it?
I mean, it depends. Like with Javon, I feel like his signature is more like a remark.
Yeah,
so
that's
he's
scribbling.
He's just scribbling his name or something like that. So I feel it does add a little bit more to a book. But I mean, cool. Javon is pretty cool. If you buy a lot of stuff from him, he's not gonna sit there and crap on you and try to charge you for every single autograph, But some of those variants that Javon is releasing, they sell out pretty fast and they resell a lot on the secondary market. So for you to kind of ask for like a SIG for free on top of that, man, it is kind of like, man, how greedy do you want to be, bro? Because like, I mean, come on now, man. Like, really, how greedy do you want to be? Like, you already know the book is gonna sell for more than what you bought it for. You get a free SIG on top of that, nah. But one thing I know from the times I've seen Javon at cons, a lot of exclusive he had drops. They come out through Comic Mint, so it's not necessarily like his book, even though his artwork is on there. You know, he'll get his artist reserved.
This one's his book. He does.
Which one?
The Dead Presidents. Well, it's Counterpoint, but he's got the Uranium. Oh no, that was on the Hail Crow. My bad. That was on the Hail Crow.
Yeah, the Hail Crow was his. But if somebody else gets a Hail Crow book, like a Hail Crow exclusive commission, like it's still their book. Javon just did the artwork. You know, did the artwork for it. Or some Hail Crow books out there that doesn't have his artwork on it. Like I know Nate made it.
Yeah, I saw that. Dave Robinson did one. Saw that. Yeah, he's got Uranium Age comics. I seen that was pretty good on his side. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, so just it just depends. But yeah, man, I think it's a lot of room to be had. Knowing which blanks to look out for. Like if certain blanks go for more than others, like that Unbelievable Gwenpool blank. I think that's like book goes for like $20 to $25, for a blank. So, that's definitely one to look out for. So, man, blanks is definitely something
crazy, man.
Yeah, I know some artists. I know they won't even sell blanks.
Wow,
that was good. I actually I was going to do a blank variant show. I have a bunch of them sitting here in front of me. I got that Unbelievable Gwenpool. I got like 4 of these.
Man.
Now, for some of you guys that whenever you see this 24-hour comic day at the bottom, the interior of this is totally blank. There's nothing on the inside.
Wow.
This just has a trade dress. I'll do it right now just because I do this on Whatnot anyway.
Yeah, bless the people.
Yeah.
Is this only at cons?
No. This is.
Oh my. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
And it still has the barcode.
Wow.
But it's blank all the way through. They have a Batman or Superman and a Wonder Woman one. But this is a tough one to find though, the Gwenpool. Now some of you that are looking, I do blank variants. I collect them anyway. But this one, sometimes you'll see this white little sleeve on top. As you can see, it's the Punisher. This is just to protect the material that's on the comic book, just so it doesn't get scarred up or get any nicks on it. It's just a plain, thin cardstock paper just to protect the finish on the matte book.
That's beautiful, man. I love.
I have, like this one, the first female Jane Thor.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, I got that one too. I want to get something done on that.
I got the #1 Robbie Reyes.
Yes.
Nice.
I got the Scotty of that.
I got the Planet Hulk. This is the tough one too. I have Captain America, Daredevil. Nobody cares about Captain Phasma, but it was $1. I'm not complaining.
Check this man out on Whatnot. What is this? This is crazy.
Clone Conspiracy. Nice. If you want to do the Ben Riley, this would be a cool one.
Yeah.
Ben Riley slept on.
Got this beauty. And now this one. Now this one's a tough one to find too.
Yeah.
Ghost Spider. Yeah, and with Quantum Mania coming up.
Yep, that's gonna be the one to grab right there.
And then I have
Berserker one.
I love me some.
Is Kang the Conqueror going to make an appearance in Quantum Mania?
Now this one's going for $50 on eBay. Carry more Strangers in Paradise. Anybody want a special Chun-Li? You saw my Chun-Li one with the tattoos. That's in here. Now I found this one in a lot for $3, but I don't see this one anywhere. The Jenny Prison. The Witching Hour, where she's looking like a sorceress, King Thor, Batman and Shadow.
Wow, they're stray dogs. Those was hard to find even when they first came out.
Fantastic Four. And here's the Batman blank that I was talking about. This one was blank all the way through the 24 hour. I got the Green Lantern, Batman Who Laughs blank,
Nice.
Action Comics 1000.
So like with those, you could get a sketch on the outside, and then you can have different artists do sketches on each page.
I mean, when you really think about it, like
That would be
this
insane.
one, She-Hulk, Fort Mir, he did a lot of Venom covers over in Turkey. Now this blank alone, this is the one with that Saya Home 1 in 100. This one's tough to find in general. This is a $40 variant.
Damn.
They got Venom licking her face.
That's nice, man. Damn.
Rob got a stash.
Yeah. So I mean, the blank variant thing, I've been collecting since day one. But I've been grabbing them as I go. I sold Red Hood, my Spider Gwen, Big Booty Gwen. That was supposed to be the big buy it now on the sale, but he bought it early, so you missed out on that one. I'm sorry.
James, I need to check that out. Bring some blanks to a con more often, man.
For all your con needs, hit me up. I'm gonna do a sale tomorrow. I might let go of a commission. Who knows?
If you
C2E2.
Man, I had another good blank I was trying to find. I ain't even worried about it right now. But man, going to cons, if you taking blanks with you, you can some artists will trade you blanks for SIGs, work, stuff like that. So if you let's say for instance, okay, so one of my best blanks I have is Star Wars Kanan, the Last Padawan, #1, the blank. So this is, first appearance of, it's a couple of first appearances in here. So that's a good blank. And this one, and especially if they're in really good condition, like that one is near me high grade. These are always in high command. Something is killing the children, #11. This is another one that's kind of hard to find, but still a good one to have. Contest of Champions, #1, the first appearance of White Fox. This is like a regular cover price blank, but I have a idea that I want to get done on this one. I'm gonna get Riri on the cover of this, but have her kind of dressed up like Rosie the Riveter, like holding a wrench or something like that, because it got like the classic Iron Man logo with the studs. And I felt like that would go good with a Rosie the Riveter type of thing. And then this is another pretty cheap blank that you can get, Invincible Iron, just a regular Invincible Iron Man blank. But I'll probably get another Riri custom done on that one as well. Like I got a bunch of Spider-Man blanks, all types of blanks, man. But just blanks are always good to take to cons with you, man, because you can trade, like I said, you can trade artists for work with those blanks. Like it's a lot that you can do with blanks, man. Those are good as money at a con. So if you really want to talk about speculating and investing in blanks is a good way to go. Let's see here. All right, so man, one thing I did want to talk about while I had you guys on the stream, because you guys, you're Whatnot sellers, and you go to Whatnot, and you go to Whatnot shows. You go to convention when Whatnot is there. So y'all know just as good as I know the hustle and flow it takes to be a seller at a Whatnot show. And I know a lot of people. Let me take myself off of full screen. I know a lot of people always ask me, like, oh man, what is it like selling at a con for Whatnot? So let's kind of kick that conversation off, really quick.
A lot of preparation.
Joe, Tony, one of y'all kick that conversation off for me.
Yeah. So like weeks. I mean, I feel like you have to take weeks of preparation. Whether it be
minimum,
books,
honestly.
Yeah, getting books graded in time for the show. I mean, I almost missed out on a few slabs. I had to chase FedEx down.
I did miss out on a few slabs.
Getting books in your luggage, how you're going to make sure your books aren't going to be damaged in luggage. You're going to potentially pay overages at the airports. That's another thing right there, lugging all that around to travel to another city. There's a lot that goes into a lot of hard work. And then when we get to the con, I mean, that's when work starts. Like, everyone's having fun, but for the sellers, that's when the work starts for us. We're chasing the books, we're getting autographs, we're making sure that we have books for our customers that they want. When we're at a con, they're looking for con exclusives, they're looking for crazy books, they're looking for awesome autographs, remarks, a great show. You can't just bring mediocre books as a whatnot seller at a con, because you're going to get burned. Most of the crowd's looking for those special 500 print Garrett Gunn Good Boy or that ASM black and white. Yeah, man, you get to that con, you get straight to work. I mean, I'm sure you can attest to that, Joe. And
yeah, I mean,
Taylor too.
For me, it's just like when you get to the con, as Tony said, you prep a lot, weeks of preparation, and I mean sometimes even more than that, and I feel like when you get there, you have a plan, but it never goes as according to plan. So you have to be innovative. You have to be able to, prioritize, improvise. You have to do a lot of different things.
A lot of improvisation.
Time. Improvising is like,
you have to. If you can't do that, you're gonna fail.
Yeah, I mean, there's people coming up to you while you're streaming it, like to your entire store, and there's people coming up to you at the expos. You have to explain to them and like keep the show going at the same time. There's a lot of different variables that come into streaming, especially at a convention with thousands of people coming through all the time. It's pretty wild. Ninth can attest to this. Ninth has been in the game for a long time, so he knows exactly what's going on with that. But yeah, the cons have just been getting a lot better lately, especially with COVID not being nearly as much as an issue as it was in the recent past. But I just think a lot of people are excited to get back out there, and it causes a lot of commotion, but at the same time it gives you energy while trying to make sure that you're delivering the proper content and everything that your store wants. So
yeah, and it's a lot of energy consumption. Like it's a lot of walking. It's a lot of when you're streaming, it takes energy. By the end of the day, you just want to lay down.
Yeah, if I gotta say one thing about it, my take on the cons is we're at the con. As a seller, you're at the con, you're streaming, you're getting it done. But I think the biggest part is actually like being in the con, like, actually walking around to the tables, like we were saying, getting some remarks, getting some signatures, getting that out for chat on the sellers, like Tony was saying, get some good books out. So like, it's always good to be at the con streaming, but I think the best part is just taking advantage of being like actually in the con, like, as like someone else walking around, taking advantage of what Chad and them aren't going to be able to get their hands on. Like going around at that last one, grabbing all those little red Ronins, and then you come back around to Whatnot, and now you got every single seller on this little red Ronin exclusive, and you could have got the preview book. Yeah, exactly.
They can't be there either. Yeah.
Whatnot promotes these convention sales as like the convention experience, meaning my customers should be able to find these convention books. So it's our job to make sure that we have them, and it's our job to make sure that we're going to grind our ass off to get them for our customers.
Yeah, that's true. Like one of my things is when I go to the cons or Whatnot, I mainly want to sell of course, the Whatnot exclusives, because that's what people are on the app looking for when they see me advertising. Oh, I'm gonna be at Denver Fan Expo. I'm gonna be at C2E2, et cetera, et cetera. They want to know that, hey, they assume, I'm not going to say they want to know, they assume that, hey, he's going to have whatever Whatnot is dropping that weekend. Yeah. And if they come to my sale and they see that I don't have that stuff, like people be
They're
like
out.
legit mad. Like, oh, I sat through this whole sale and you didn't have this book, or you didn't have that book. And I'm like, brother, that's all not always under my
That's the Moon Knight situation in Dallas.
Under my control. That's not always under my control, brother.
You can, yeah. I mean, if you have a convention show and it shows previews, you're gonna get, like, without even advertising, so you're gonna get tons of bookmarks because they're looking for that convention drop, that metal, the Homelander, blah blah blah, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have it, they're just gonna dip out. And
then you got next in line as first exclusive sign, and then you got next in line as first at graded sign. First at graded exclusive. Like Beach ran out right away, and got that. You're the 9.8 foil, right?
I did. You want to see it?
I'm pretty sure Beach is actually the first one ever to have not only a 9.8 slab, but just a slab in general of the foil. That was pretty impressive. I put my hands on the first 9.8 though for the first time. I had my hands on it first.
He was the escort.
I had it in my hands in my possession first, but it is B-sides. And
so
yeah, that was amazing.
That is, I mean, we'll talk about the exclusive for a little bit. That is a very hard, because I submitted 2 of them, and a second one, both Sammy and I, Skeleton Key, examined the hell out of it, and it came back at 9.6. And that one, came back to 9.8. And I thought those both same books were in the same condition.
You thought they was about equal.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
sure.
One thing that's like really underrated about going to these exclusives, to these conventions or whatnot, is really about how tough it is that you have to bring books, because you can't guarantee that you're going to have a certain amount of books provided by whatnot to sell. So you have to have like a plan A, and then you all have to have a plan B, and then you also have to have a plan C, because, once you get to the con, like, you might think every exclusives they're dropping, but you don't know. So you gotta dish out a lot of money up front to pay for exclusives that are at the con, because if you start live streaming and people are seeing other sellers with con exclusives that you don't have, then it kind of puts you behind the 8 ball, so to speak. So you really have to have like cash on hand, and you really don't get to spend a lot of time just kicking back, enjoying the con. You have to constantly be on the hustle.
It is a grind, 100%. Yeah.
Getting books. And for me, since I do a lot of back issue selling, like, I have not only that, but I have to go dig through back issues with vendors and, see what I can find there, see what good deals I can find there, figure out what exclusives they're going to have, who will let me buy early, who won't let me buy early. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to take into consideration, and it really can rack your brain trying to figure everything out. So I say that to say this: if you want to go to these cons with whatnot, if you get that opportunity, man, reach out to somebody, ask for help, and make sure you know what you're getting yourself into before you get into it, because it can be fun, but it's more of a challenge. It's more of a challenge, especially that first day, because that first day, it's like you processing so much information, and then you gotta, like, I bought probably back 2 short boxes worth of books with me.
My boy moving through the airport.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let's bring up that. That's a good topic. Shipping your stuff back from the con. I bet people would like to interest in that, because you got to think about it. When you buy a book at the con off of a whatnot stream, that seller had to get the flight, get the books over there, pay the entry, whatever 3-day pass.
I just paid $100 in overages for my bag. My bag was 62 pounds and it needed to be 40. And I had to pay $100
This
extra
is a struggle.
in the middle of me trying to rush to get my flight. So that is the big struggle, 100%. Yeah. I think we have to start shipping, or honestly, Delta does 6 free check bags, which is crazy with their tickets. So I might just be flying 6? Delta from now on. I think it's 6. Yeah, it's either 5 or 6. It's something crazy. Yeah.
One thing about the con, like my first whatnot con was in Orlando, and me and the boys got really lucky because we live in Florida, so we brought inventory, and using that Orlando experience, we used that experience for Dallas with books and stuff. you know, it's definitely something that you really got to do is bring are we allowed to cuss on here? A shit ton of books.
Yeah, you can.
All right. You got to bring a shit ton of books because, like you said, Nine, like, you don't know what you're going to run into. Like, we get books like, what, 15, 20, 30 minutes before our shows? You know, unless like
I don't even. Sometimes it's not even that much. Sometimes it's like, oh, you're about to go on here. Let me go get your stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, and that's like, you know, like, then we have to take that time to list everything like in that short window of time, and we, you know, yeah, you just gotta bring books and just be prepared. Like these like if you're invited by Whatnot to do a con, just be prepared. Like be fully prepared.
Yeah, like you got to be you have to be ready for anything, bro. Like don't, and then too, like another thing that people don't understand is like the schedule for selling. It's not like we get this weeks in advance. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we get this weeks in it. It's not like we get this weeks in advance, bro. Like you got to pay for that plane ticket and everything, and sometimes you don't know like how many slots you're gonna have to sell, if you're gonna be able to sell until the last minute, because it's a lot of moving parts with that, you know. And it depends, you know. A lot of people might show up to one show, not many people might not show up. You know, they may or may not show up to another show. So it's like no guarantee on, you know, how many people are going to be at the show. So it's not necessarily easy for Whatnot to figure out a schedule for.
Now, let me ask you this, right? I'm sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask now, I haven't been to a con yet, but I watched most of you guys' shows on Whatnot while you were at the con. What if I was standing in front of you and I won it? You still have to send something out, right?
Boys. Yeah. You already know. Yeah, I'll hand that book to you and I'll ship you a smiley face and a Gemini.
Here you go, man. Here's your $10 off. Hey, you don't have the app? Here you go. Take your little flyer. Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, and we did that the first time, and Beach actually came in with like a stack of comics, like talking.
That was actually the second time. That was in Dallas. That was the second time. It was in Dallas.
And everybody who come up and either had the Whatnot app or they were just finding out about it, Beach gave them the bag, tossed them the comic, just free comic book day comic, good spec comic. Beach was handing out some fire along with those bags, and we got a couple people to join up. I had a Comic-Con here locally in my town here in Melbourne, Florida. Space Coast Comic-Con. I had a dude walk right up to the table, just rogue signed in on me, just took that $10 code off, and then came and walk around the con, and I ran the Invincible #2 Adam Eve the trade, and him and his girl come up and chat, and they're like, I'm gonna come over and walk by and grab it. And Telcon did the same thing. One of Beach's buyers.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling. Those guys coming right up, you see the look on their face when they get that variant or that exclusive.
Yeah, but at the same time, it kind of hurts because you know you don't have to ship it and use that $5. Like you could pocket that.
Yeah.
Knowing. It's like, I mean, like, let's be real about it. Like I've done it multiple times at con. Every single con, like I've had in-house person that wins. I hand them the book. Kickster Diamonds being one of them, and the last one.
Kicks, bro.
And so, like, you know, like when I ship a slab, so I guess I'll have to edit that slab to be underweight, but it's still going to cost me money. They're going to deduct that from my account. I wish they would somehow implement it. Maybe take a picture proof for local or something to just kind of get rid of that shipping for those con purposes. When you have in-house winners, because it adds up, you know.
One thing I will say is that Whatnot is actually, they're a very innovative, you know, company, and they do care. Like if you ever message Whatnot customer support, they will message you back either within the hour or within the day, because I've messaged them about many things, and they absolutely love helping people out. It's not like, you know, it's still a big company, but they also do care about their customers and their sellers as well. So Whatnot is always innovating. They're always working. So
yeah,
I think something's always in the works.
Yeah. I mean, with like, you know, they're blowing up at conventions. I mean, you can see the setups and stuff. I think they will eventually. I mean, especially with these like con experiences, they see people in-house bidders a lot. Like people, when they download the app and they see something on stage, they're gonna want that. I mean, how shitty of a seller would you be if like someone bought it and he was like, "Oh, can I just have it now?" And you told him no, you have to wait for me to ship it.
Yeah.
Like, come on. come on.
I think it'll be dope when we get more people like that's at the cons that's bidding on the stuff, and we can kind of have like that in person. You know what I'm saying? Like bidding war for a book. I think that'll be a dope, environment.
Like walk up to the TV screen and like poke a bid, like those people walking by.
No, they just be in front of your station where you selling that on their phone bidding, and you could have the camera turned around in their direction. And
what they did at Orlando is they had these microchipped, these passes, and what should do is maybe like link up their account and they could like walk up right to the TV and just like scan their thing and like log in and bid. That would be revolutionary to do some in-person bidding like that. That would be crazy, because that puts a chance on chat doesn't think they're gonna sit there and keep getting these deals. Chat looking through the buy it nows, like you were saying with your buy it nows. People were coming in and some people took those deals in the buy it now, and you turn around and dropped it at like $1. Knife was nuts on that last day. He was ready to get out and get things done. Dropped some deals.
So what was the crowd like in Denver? Was it really packed? Was it a good flow?
Bro, it was packed out.
Like I saw your video, Knife, of people walking in, and I was like, man, that's a lot of people. So,
man, I definitely know COVID was in the air, man. I definitely know COVID was in the air. COVID was somewhere in that building like this.
The second day, it was just so packed. It was ridiculously packed. You couldn't move anywhere. It was ridiculous the second day.
Yeah, I didn't really experience much the second day. I was sick, but Friday was pretty busy. Saturday from what, Joe? We were there from 10 to 1, and you went back, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I mean, Saturday was actually my busiest day, probably.
Yeah, you had 3.
I'm surprised this man still has a voice.
Yeah, I really don't. I still don't have a voice. My dad hooked me up with some honey and lime, but I still don't really have a voice yet. It's coming back.
Yeah, my voice is like, it ain't still all the way 100, but I know when I woke up last night, like the back of my throat and the top, like in the top of my mouth, man, like it felt weird, bro. Like I just been drinking water all day. Like, man, it's like that, man. It takes a toll on you, man. Sitting there like talking for an hour and a half straight.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes screaming at the top of your lungs, like I do. Like, man, like
hey,
I'm gonna get
all about that. We know all about that night.
I'm gonna get my footage from my cell and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube so y'all can see how crazy I was going on that stream. But man, it's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of hard, it's also a lot of hard work, guys. Just be, if you want to jump into that life, man, I say just be prepared. And then another thing that you got to think about is, you got some sellers like me and Beach that try to make every con that we can. And from if I'm whatnot, and I'm looking from a company perspective, I'm probably gonna want to prioritize sellers that can, make it to a lot of cons, because then they come prepared. And there's less for you to have to worry about, as a company. Plus you can build that good, working relationship. But my thing about it is that, one thing I was thinking about myself is like every time I go to a con, I meet a couple of artists and, I get a good rapport with them. And it's like, why don't I do more for the people that are watching at home and start using my time that I get slotted at these booths to have artists come over for like 30 seconds, maybe do some sketches, some SIGs, some remarks. We auction some stuff off and try to take that experience to the next level, because my whole feeling about whatnot is that I always say Comic-Con 24/7. It's supposed to feel like Comic-Con 24/7. It shouldn't just be like, oh, here go the latest hot book. Who wants to buy it? Like, you should be able to create an experience, for people as well, and try to make it fun for everybody, and have a really good time while doing it. So that's kind of like the thing that I want to do to kind of push things up to the next level. So I always spend a lot of time on Artist Row, getting to meet artists, and try to build a working relationship out with me. so they can trust me to go, over to the whatnot booth for 30 minutes and do, a quick appearance on my, on my stream. So hopefully I can get that going by the time C2E2 rolls around.
You will, man.
And get, because that's something that I've been really been wanting to do. And I think I got enough connects now to where I can almost be guaranteed that it'll be a couple of artists at each con that I'm at that will come through and do that for me, man. So I spent a lot of time on Artist Alley, and somebody asked me why, and I'm like, shit, why not? I mean, that's like, if you look, man, like Artist Alley, like that's where, I feel like that, when there's a hot cover, there's an artist behind that. It's just, so why wouldn't you want to build a good rapport with the artist?
You're speculating on the artist. You're speculating on the artist at the same time. You're getting the SIGs, getting the remarks, getting whatever needs to be done.
I need you to get Frank Cho, though. I need you to get Frank Cho at the booth.
Man, I've never seen Frank Cho at a show.
He has people that are there, like, for him, but he supposed to be in Denver? I didn't see. I didn't see
him there at all.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be in Dallas too.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and like in Dallas, he had like 2 people for him. So I was like, all right, we're not gonna bother with that.
Who got $1,000?
Dynasty League Dynamo says, any advice for new sellers? I would say, man, your first few shows, sacrifices. I sacrificed a lot of books on my first few shows to make it. I did.
Taylor, a lot of giveaways.
Taylor, do you remember all those Miles Morales first appearances, 1 in 50s that gave away sold? That put me above.
Tough days.
That put me with like the newer sellers and put me like above because they knew I had good stuff. So you basically gotta like build off of that. You're gonna have cold sales. Everyone does. Everyone runs into a cold sale. But just keep on building, keep on grinding, and build a community.
Yeah, I'm looking through here now. I'm trying to see the guest, the artist that's going to be there for San Diego Comic-Con. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a massive list. I don't know.
And Kevin Feige is going to be there again, again since COVID hit.
Marvel and DC going to be there, so it's going to be.
They're going to do a lot of reveals and live reveals with the actors from Marvel that I know of. I'm not sure about the DC side yet, but I know that he's going to bring a bunch of the actors, the lead actors, to do a bunch of, first announcements. So it's going to be pretty crazy for the reveal there alone for just like, at least the Marvel side. I know DC has a lot of great things cooking up. That Black Adam trailer was ridiculous when that came out. I'm really excited about what the DC EU is, shifting towards instead of just putting out trash.
I think that's a good link in the chat right there. I just threw up.
Let's see.
It says 4 days ago.
Hold on, throw it in the private chat. And did you put it in the private chat?
Okay. No, I put it in the regular one. My bad.
I ain't see it. I don't see it in the.
Yeah, I don't see it in the radio.
It's probably because I posted a link. They probably don't like that.
Yeah, it probably just
no self promo here.
It probably just swatted it out automatically.
Let me see.
But I see Scott Snyder is gonna be there.
That first person, Tony Adeyemi, didn't you do that joint Blood and Bone? The very first page of the special guest. Tommy.
Yeah, Children of Blood and Bone. Yeah, my wife loves that book.
They putting that on Disney Plus. I saw that on the little Star Wars list. So
wow, they putting that on Disney Plus? Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? It's being developed into a movie by Paramount Pictures with Champion and executive producing. And highly anticipated sequel, Children of Virtue and Vengeance, also a New York Times bestseller. So, I mean, I guess it could still be on Disney. Maybe Paramount is just doing the movie for it, but you would think maybe they would put it on their own streaming platform. But maybe if Disney offered them more for the project, then you know what I'm saying? Like, if they was going to automatically make a profit for putting it on Disney, I don't know, man.
She was on that list with Andor, Ahsoka, the X-Wing joint, and when they announced Obi-Wan was going to be on Disney Plus, it was like in a far corner. I was like, huh? That and I think Willow was like that last one in that corner.
Yeah. Hold on. I just pulled up the list that Mello sent. Or did it pull up? Yeah, it did pull up. Okay. Hold on. Let me stop sharing this. And share screen. Which one is it?
While you looking at that, I can show off some stuff. Some stuff I got back from CGC recently. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, Cutter Hayes, Tom Hodges, James Silvani, Joseph Phillips Savy. Man, this gonna be a good place to get artists for.
Yeah.
Don Wynn. Man, this is such a huge Comic-Con, man. You definitely got to wear.
It's the number one. It's the biggest one.
Super Bowl of cons.
Yeah, the longest running con too. Man, you gotta wear your Air Maxes this day, man, because you're gonna walk your ass off.
Yeah, I heard that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love it for my first show, but actually I have to head out, guys. But I'm definitely gonna be on this night. It's been a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, hey man, it was a pleasure having you on. Thank you all y'all for coming on, Joe.
Yeah, man.
Webster's Vault on whatnot. Y'all check him out. Also, Webster's Vault on IG. Y'all go and give him a follow. My guy Tony, aka Beachside Collectibles on whatnot.
Hobbies.
And
you always call me Collectibles, Nine.
Oh, goddamn! Why I keep on calling you Collectibles? Hobbies, Beachside Hobbies.
It's all good.
Whatnot and IG and hey, my guy Taylor.
If Whatnot had Beachside available, I would have taken that. But you know,
somebody already got Beachside.
Yeah, someone's got Beachside. Only 2.
And they're probably only a buyer too, not even a seller.
Yeah. Maybe I'll talk to Chance here. Like, hey, come on.
Send them a message and see if you can get them to change their.
I feel like Whatnot would be able to change that easy.
Yeah, I'll get them message. See what's up.
Tell them you will send them some free comics or something.
I'll give them some Whatnot exclusives.
Yeah. Give Whatnot the Whatnot exclusives.
Yeah.
All right, again, Ninth. Everybody, it's been a pleasure. I'm sure I'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and, it's been an honor, guys. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Take care, brother. Take care, my man.
All right. Ooh, Rob, go ahead and show off your CGC haul.
And there were 2. So.
Yes, sir.
Pull it out real quick. Now, I sent these in. These are Wonder Woman 206. This is Dutch.
That's I'm about to say that's a foreign.
Yeah. You can tell by the blue background because the original is white. And what I love about this one is that, they have a little bit of the comic on the back in yellow. The 4.0, but I don't care.
I mean, it's a 4.0 of a book that most people probably don't have, Now,
I did show this off on Instagram, Facebook too, where this is there's 2 stories in here. It's Weird Horrors number 8 and Eerie number 10 from Avon Publications. There's 2 stories in one, and they did their own cover. I shared this on Instagram. This is done by artist Mikel Pitato. He did studies under another guy named Jaime Cortez, and he's like their Frank Gonzetta, and this is his understudy.
Dope, man. That'll be. I can see, man. That would make for like a good homage for like a store exclusive or something on the indie.
Yeah. And then my Pride and Joy. This is all right now. I haven't revealed this grade to anybody, but I'm doing it on this show. did that on purpose. My man Knife.
Okay, I didn't see the
First
grade.
appearance of Robin in Brazil. 1941.
Wow. Why did they get restored?
Well, this was trimmed on 3 sides, top, side, and the bottom, because it was prepped to be bound. But instead, the person took it out and said, I'm not bound in this one. So this is the only copy on the census, period. There's 141 copies graded on CGC for the US, and this is the only complete edition that I know of right now, because it has the poster and it's not missing any pages. So Detective Comics is in here. This is deemed as a first appearance.
Dang.
And this is a grail. Like, this is a grail for most. First Robin, only printing close to the date. The next one's like 1970 something. So
yeah. See, that's the time where I say condition don't matter. Like, I wouldn't care if that book was trimmed on 3 sides, if it got a restored grade. Like, every book ain't equal. You just can't say, low, like sometimes low grade better than no grade on a book. Ooh, that's a banger right there.
Batman 227, 6.5. The highest grade is a 7.0. I know one person that has a 7.0. The other person unknown, but I have the next. This is only 3 graded. Yes, it's only 3 graded, and I have the next highest grade, so this is close to the top. Missed it by 0.5, but I sent this in unpressed, so I'm pretty sure if I send it to Red Hood or Big Leg, I'm pretty sure I could probably get that bump.
That's crazy.
And then that's it for now, but I'm showing this one off just because of how old it is. Second cover appearance of Captain America in Brazil. 19.
Yeah, man, that's one of them things where the grade, man, again, the grade don't matter.
Yeah, first Bucky on cover.
Yeah, that's me, Phil from Vintage Toys and Comics, and Josh International Comics was having a debate about vintage versus modern, and from an analytical point of view, I would much rather invest in modern because it's a lower opportunity cost, but you have a higher possibility of ROI. Whereas I feel like with vintage, you get more consistency, like, yeah, your books are probably not going to tumble in value like some moderns can overnight. Woo, the thicky wind. Man, they're going insane with these fireworks in my neighborhood. But
yeah, they was doing that in my neighborhood.
Yeah. But you get, like I said, you get the with the vintage, you get it's a high buy-in, but also that first Nubia. I also feel like you don't get the same. I feel like you don't get the same. Let me see if I can. You don't get the same opportunity cost that you do with modern books, and then I also feel like for a younger generation, like, just something being worth a lot of money because it's old, really, that ain't enough. And especially the way, like, generations below us, how they kind of push back against everything that's old. Like, they not in 10 years, they not gonna give a damn about no golden and silver age comics. It's just gonna be whatever is hot is what they gonna care about, and stuff that's from their childhood. So, like, that's why, like, Pokemon, like, you got some Pokemon cards that go for way more than the best vintage comics, and it's nowhere near as old as some of those vintage gold and silver comic books. So me, I'm like, bro, I would much rather invest into properties from the East, like from Asia, manga and things of that nature. And then American, I'm looking at modern, Miles's, Gwen, Silks, things of that nature that I know Marvel is going to continue to make movies off of and make movies off of.
Just to talk about that, I actually went into that hole of finding first appearances of the origin of some of the characters. This is Korean.
See, that's sweet, man. With Silk, being Asian, man, that's like
yeah,
man.
So I did that one. And then, this is totally offbeat, but I did the Kamala Khan. This is Japanese. But this has
that cover is crazy.
This one has all the key books in it. It has a 0.1 and a Miss Marvel 1 through 5. So this one kind of covers it, except for the Captain Marvel 14 or whatever. But this is a sweet cover. I got the person that did the voice actress for the Avengers game. I got her on there.
Mm-hmm.
And, she wrote in Biggin.
Yeah, that's a good pickup, man. I only got a couple of my foreigns displayed right here next to me, but nothing as serious as you got. But I got the Riri, first cover with the Ironheart. But the main reason I got this one slab was because when you were telling me about the canceled cover that's inside of this one, that made me want to get this even more and get a slab. And I happened to win one from Josh, that week, at a good price. And I know somebody else had bought one from him and they got a 9.6 on it. So I was pretty happy that I got the 9.8 on this one, especially with that cover gallery being in there with the canceled cover on it. And but they do notate it on the slab that I don't know if it's gonna focus on the camera. They do notate it in there that it does have a 12-page cover gallery in there. So I thought that was pretty neat.
When you were initially flipping through the covers, and I was like, when you stopped the page before, and I was like, keep going. And I was I knew it was in there. That's the only place that's been printed.
And then another one that I was really interested in buying. I want to say I saw Josh. I want to say I saw Josh post. I don't know who I saw post this one first, but I know I got this one from Josh. The Russian Ultimate Fallout 4. And even though this was printed recently in 2020,
a tough book.
It's still a tough book. And then you got I like the way CBCS did the label on this one, actually putting it out in Russian instead of just putting Ultimate Fallout 4, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I really like I feel like they did the presentation on this one really good. And they did, actually put this as the first appearance of Miles Morales on the label. A lot of times, like with facsimiles and stuff like that or reprints, they won't put the first appearance of, such and such. And then I also thought this was dope as well because it's actually a Russian free comic book day. Yeah, and if you know that, you can tell kind of by the trade dress, what it says. Yeah, but I love this book. And I know the census count will never be too high on this book, and I like having like different types of books in my collection. I don't like having stuff that that you will see in anybody's collection. So
wait, what did Bundy say? You put it up. What did she say?
She said the stories I could tell you about that J. Scott Campbell cover.
Oh yeah, they dragged it through the mud. I tell you what, I had an order with Midtown for both covers. And then when I saw that they retracted one, I was like, wait, what happened? They canceled it? What happened? I called Intown instantly and was like, where's my stuff?
Where my damn Riri over there? Oh, bro, yeah, we had to cancel that. We had to cancel that out. Right. Yeah, but man, I found a lot of dope books at the con this weekend. Mm-hmm. Like, man, it was some good digging. It wasn't a lot of vendors there, but it was some good digging. I found this for like half of what it goes for on eBay. Thrawn 1 in 10 variant.
Ooh.
Found that.
I'm mad I didn't hop on any of the Thrawn stuff. I saw them in Tina, and I just
I found that for $7. Most of these books was like $7. Young Avengers #1, the variant. Unbelievable Gwenpool hip hop variant.
That's McKenna, right? That's the cover for that, right?
Wu Day Sim.
Okay.
The Miles 2099 cover.
Nice.
Punisher #1 hip hop variant.
I got 3 of those because that's LL Cool J.
Yes, sir. Mama said knock you out. The MF Doom, Thor, Thor. I found this for $9. Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, Scotty Young. Found that for ultra cheap.
I got the blank for that one.
Rocket Raccoon and Groot, hip hop variant. Found that for next to nothing. I found a couple of these. This is the controversial Thor issue, but this is the 1 in 10 variant. And I really haven't seen these out, so I picked up 2. I saw one on Whatnot, and I kept one for myself. America #2.
First
found
print.
That in first print. Found that in the dollar bin. America #1. Found that in the dollar bin.
I'm kicking myself because I slept on those second prints back then, and I was like, nah, I got the first print. I'm good.
Right. The Inhumans vs. X-Men issue 5.
Michael Cho.
Yeah. That beautiful cover.
There's a foil of that in Spain.
What, for real?
Yeah.
Damn. Marvel Voices #1, the first print.
What year was it? 2021?
2020. I think I found this one. This is the one with it's a bunch of first appearances in there. Marvel Zombies Resurrection, the zombie
Scarlet Witch.
Greg Land cover. Yeah, I love that cover. I think my find of the week of the con was Ultimate Fallout 4 second print in the dollar bin.
Seriously?
Yeah, I gave this away on Whatnot. It's not like a 9.8. It's it's gonna be a low grade book, but for free on Whatnot, like
It's a win.
Oh, speaking of blanks, I did pick up this blank, Invincible #111. Not a crazy, it's not a hard blank to find, but I mean, I'm gonna get something done. I'm gonna get something done on it. I also love this book right here. I got one of my books I need to send to Joe to get it clean. I found this New Avengers #53, first Dr. Brother Voodoo is Dr. Voodoo. And this is the variant. So
nice.
Pick that up.
Yeah, I've been planning on doing a blank variant run on Whatnot to see how it goes. But I'm gonna definitely try this tomorrow. I'm doing a couple. These are my triples. So I was like, I got a couple more left. But if you're looking for a blank, let me know. I might have it.
Yeah, I checked the sale out for sure. Man, I found so much crazy stuff at that con. One of the last things I'm gonna show off before we wrap this up, man. The last day, right before I was leaving, I don't know if this booth was here the whole time, but they had Marvel back issues, indie back issues. Here go Jack in the chat, man, being messy, man. I know I showed this off earlier in the show, but Jack, I need another one. I sold this because everything I get on Whatnot, I feel like the comps I get, I feel obligated to sell it to people that are on the app. So that's one thing I always tell people. Anything I get, I sell it. I don't keep anything for myself because I feel like it's my obligation to sell it to people that are on the app. They've been waiting. They know these cons is coming up. They done save their money. I feel like it's always my obligation to sell everything and to keep nothing for myself. If I want something, I got to try to win it, in another auction. But Jack, if you can hook your boy up, I need one of these. I got an idea for this book that I want to get done. Man, hook my guy Rob up for one too, man. My guy Rob up for one.
I will do a blank variant run. Trust me. I will sell them.
I feel like it's different when you specking when you want books like to just resell it, that's one thing. But when you want something to get artwork done on it and keep it in your collection, that's a whole different type of whole different type of feeling, you know. But Whatnot has been a big part of my life over the last year. So owning a copy of that would be, you know, would be huge for me, man. Because this last year, I'm not a year yet, but I'm probably like 7 months in and not having to work and just doing stuff with Whatnot, man. That's been really, really incredible, especially for somebody like me who's been working, jobs my whole, my whole life, man.
Yeah.
But I found Marvel 3-for-1 as I was walking out. This the first stack, Rob.
Whew. Yeah.
Most of these is like number one. So like, man, I got Whatnot fodder for days. Like I probably shouldn't be showing this on stream, but because now people ain't gonna want to buy it. Like, oh, we know you got them $3 for $1, but like 10 She-Hulk the Call number ones.
Yeah, I love the number 3 of that run where she's transforming. She's in the mirror and she's like got the green things in her face. The Call killed all those covers.
Yeah, man. I got like 5 Spider-Woman number ones. The baby Spec right there. Like, dude, like I was in there going insane. I almost was late, missed my flight, fooling with this booth, man. Like, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, number 1. Man, just tons of number ones. But like one of my things is when I go to the cons, I always want to get books I want to invest back into my Whatnot account and have books to sell when I get back home and everything. A bunch of Wasp first solo series of Nadia Van Dam number 1. Just like crazy stuff, man. Just tons of everything. So man, that was nuts. I wish I would have found that booth like off the rip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I would have spent, so much time in there. I probably wouldn't have even did a Whatnot sale. I'm like, hey, y'all get somebody to replace me because I'm over here going crazy at this. I'm over here going crazy at this booth, man. I know you're gonna appreciate this, Rob. Now I didn't get these for $3 for $1, but it's still a good find. I paid, cover price for them. I paid a little bit. I paid $1 over cover price for them. But one of my favorite covers, Mighty Avengers.
I love that cover. And I found the Spanish one of that one, and I was like, dang, I need a US. Somebody to get one of those off you, bro.
Yeah, bro. You can get one. For sure. You ain't even gotta ask, brother. You know you can get one.
Speaking of Bundy, when she said that one, actually that Wasp you have, I think that's volume 2. That Unstoppable Wasp.
No, that's volume 1. That's her first solo series. Her second one is
the one with Girl, right? The Girl crew, right?
Yeah, that's the one with the girl stuff in it. Yeah,
okay.
That's the second volume. Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese one I have don't have it in it. Oh, that's right. I gave you the Brazilian of that one.
Replace this one because I sold my other copy because I got rid of my whole run of that Miles Morales Spider-Man in the trade.
You still got the Brazilian one I sent you?
Yeah, I still got my Brazilians in there. I got all 3 of those.
United We Stand.
Divided We Stand. Riri variant. I picked this up for real cheap at the con. I got some Invincibles. They was like $5 a piece, and then I got like 25% off of them. I know this one was a key. Phil from Vintage Toys and Comics put that on back 9 on CBSI, I think.
Yeah.
So just it's always good to have some Invincibles for Whatnot. So I picked those up. They had a bunch of Invincible. I probably should have bought all of it, but I didn't feel like looking through to see the condition. Almost anytime I see something Miles, I'm gonna buy it. So the Spider-Man, the first print and the second print.
Sent your Brazilian of that one too, didn't I?
No, you did. I don't. It's around here somewhere. Then I found they had a bunch of $3 variants. Avengers AI number 8.
The pet variant.
Yeah, the pet variant. I picked this up for my guy Free Energy because I wasn't sure if he had it, and it kind of got the Dr. Doom, the Doombot cat on there. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get that just in case he needs it. This Mary Jane Deadpool cover is just sick to me. I like that cover. So
I got that one.
And it's an Elizabeth Torque cover. Elizabeth Torque is a badass.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I picked this book up. I don't know if it was something going on in here, if it was Spec or what, but
what number is that? 12?
34.2.
I don't know now. I thought it was 12.
I want to say that's Mamadou Fall, the original Black Panther on the cover. I could be wrong, but I always pick up trading card variants when I see them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just liked this cover when I saw it. Defenders, the Hulk variant.
Who was
$3,
that?
Man.
Stephanie Hans, right? That was Hans?
Yeah, that was Stephanie Hans, yeah. Fried Pie, Doctor Strange. I just like the cover on that one. Silk.
Most Def cover. I love that cover.
Yeah, and then this was a big one that I found. I found both of these for like ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, that's number 25, right? The last issue.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, went ham up in there. Overall, man, had a good time. It's fun digging through back issue bins and you finding stuff that for cheap, man. That's like for real, man. That's like a rush for me. And it also tests your sword to see like is your spec game up to par? Is your cover, is being able to spot out a dope cover, is that part of your game up to par? Because like to me, man, this is a dope cover, man, by Elizabeth Torque.
Nakayama did one on where she's dressed as Gwenpool on I think it's another Gwenpool cover, and Mary Jane Watson was dressed, kissing in a tree.
Yeah, I pick up anytime Miles and Gwen cover. I see one, I pick them up. Because if they do that kiss in that Spider-Verse movie, you already know. So
yeah,
man, just I don't know if I got anything that's just super duper high grade like a slam dunk 980 here, but it's fun. This way, this Riri might get there. I don't know, but we'll see. It's fun just picking books up, and this Miles might get there too. So it's just fun picking books up, man, that you don't see in
back on the topic of blanks. I need them to do a Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur blank. I need them to stop playing.
They really do. If they do a facsimile for that book, then we could probably get a.
I'm buying 20 off Rip. I know I am. Just so I have.
Yeah. See, I couldn't. And see, if there was I couldn't think of a book of a blank where I could make a Moon Girl fit, but I think Tony Fleeks could have did like an amazing Moon Girl.
Get somebody. I thought about breaking it up, like get somebody to do like a dinosaur. Like I know Frank Cho does a good one, and to get somebody else.
Last thing, y'all. Rob, kind of freestyle for a second if you can. I want to show this off. I know I'm gonna regret showing this off.
French Canadian 9.0, top of the census. You're welcome.
Man, let me see if I can find this book, man.
French Canadian Tomb of Dracula. Top of the census, either census, CVCS or CVC.
Man, let me see if I can find this book. But I know people was wondering, like, what was the first book Tony Fleeks did, and he showed me. Oh, here it goes.
Okay.
See if I can get it. Because I know one of the chats I was in, we was having this debate. And Tony answered that question for me. Oh man, what did it? See, it's not no bigger right here than it was on the first page. But in my lifetime, number one, yes, by Tony Fleeks.
And Jay-Z homage. I remember
yes,
that.
Yes, sir. That Jay-Z homage on that second print.
Lincoln Park live joint. I remember that position.
This was Unplugged. The first Unplugged he did.
Yeah. MTV
yeah,
Unplugged.
where he had on the Che Guevara shirt.
Yeah.
That's when he did he had Mary J come out and they did Can't Knock the Hustle. I think he opened it up with H to the Izzo. Yeah, just classic. Man, classic Jay-Z, right? Man, he killed that Unplugged set. He kind of set the bar for rappers like doing live like that. I know he inspired a lot of rappers live set with that Unplugged special he did. But just in case anybody was wondering, that's the first Tony Fleeks. So the speculation,
Jay-Z homage. Damn it.
It's even Tony knew it was a ghost. He said they did a signing at Mile High in Denver, and he said Mile High had like one of the cover A's left, and they already had it marked up to like $8. So that even the cover A is hard to find. I imagine that second print is out of sight, out of freaking sight.
I'll put my foreign brain to it. I'll find one.
Right, I'm sure you can. Us Sharks, we're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way. I'm about to tear Texas up looking for this book, man. Tear eBay up. But yeah, guys. So that's it for today, man. Thank you, Rob, for stopping by. Thank you, B-Side Hobbies, Webster's Vault, Mellow for Prayers, Dark Evolution Comics. Thank you, everybody who stopped by today. Shout out Danielle, aka Nerdy Girl, for sharing my story and letting everybody know about the show today. Hopefully we'll get her on one day soon. Man, just another great week, another great show, guys. Let's keep this positive momentum rolling. We do this every Monday, starting at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Cover picks will be back this week, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. Chat, thank y'all for holding it down and keeping the energy crunk. We out of here, and I'll see y'all again Wednesday.